Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the BX-Series Droid Commandos from the upcoming wave of Star Wars Legion. Now, these are the first special forces for the Separatists, and we're going to go over everything we know right now based on the official article that launched, as well as some handy-dandy screen captures that were taken from when they went up on the Asmodee store, which are not there anymore, but I was pretty smart and saved all of mine. So we're going to take a look at everything we can gather and also talk about some things that we don't know and what we can speculate. So if you didn't already know, there is a new round of the giveaway going on right now for a $25 Amazon gift card. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos, and it's as simple as that. You'll automatically be entered to win, and then also you'll be the real winner already because you'll be subscribed to all of the daily videos that I put out, and you're just not going to miss anything really, unless of course it's for something that I don't cover. So with that said, let's talk about BX Droid Series Commandos. They are actually pretty slick looking. There's a lot of versatility. I used to think that the special forces, the commandos that we had for the Rebels and the Empire were great buys because you had like two different units, or maybe three. Here you've got so many different build configurations with one unit. It's kind of blowing everybody else out of the water. You can just run the basic unit, which is going to act a little bit like a core. You can run the shielded units, which are going to be like this shield wall marching forward. You can run the sword units. You can run sniper. You can run. They even got a saboteur. They've got mines, right? Look, they're showing you 6 different mines, or 6 different mine tokens or charge tokens in this particular image here. There also happen to be 6 immobilized tokens. So that tells me that whatever type of trap their saboteurs are going to lay, rather than certain other bombs that would do things like maybe suppressive or whatever, these are going to basically keep you in place, which I happen to find really interesting. And it's a type of bomb we haven't seen before. We've seen poison, we've seen suppressive. Sabine's got bombs, Bosca's got bombs, the Rebels and the Empire have those charges. It doesn't look like the clones are getting it anytime soon. I mean, maybe not. But I do really like the fact that these are going in a different direction. And so, I mean, I'm assuming that the 6 charges and then the 6 tokens kind of line up. That's my best educated guess. Everything else, I think we have some pretty good views on what we're going to get. We really don't know what the saboteur is going to look like, though, so we'll kind of have to see there, but it's pretty cool to have. All right, so for the BX Droid Series Commandos, they are actually quite cool. We have 2 different versions, like we do in a lot of things. We've got our full unit, and then we also have the strike team, and the strike team is going to be significantly cheaper. So we're looking at 68 points for the full unit, 22 points for the strike team, and we don't have all of the points for everybody else, but it looks like is that like 31, 34 points or something like that for the sniper, and like 29 for the saboteur. So you can get a pretty cheap special forces strike team in there, which is always nice to be able to do. But as far as the actual unit itself, it's got 1 health per mini, 4 minis, so pretty standard special forces. Looks like you can add a heavy weapon and at least a training. It's unclear. We don't have all of the upgrades that they can take, but obviously, they can take the weapon upgrade and some things like that. It looks like it's heavy weapon training, armament, presumably grenades, because they seem to come with a grenade, and possibly comms as well. But that being said, let's talk about the actual keywords that are on this unit. Now, they've got AI, dodge, move. AI, dodge, move. So if they don't have an order, they're going to have to either move or dodge as their first action. Now, this is problematic if you want to aim and shoot. Based on the sniper version, they probably very much would like to aim and shoot, so giving them an orders is going to be very important if you're a sniper. If you are playing a melee variant, because you've got swords and shields that you can add to these guys, you're going to have some options there as well. Moving might be more of an idea, and maybe this is a unit that you can afford to have them, not take orders. I like that it's not AI attack, though. But that also means that you can't attack right away, which if you are engaged in melee, you're going to be stuck trying to dodge and then punch or something like that, which is going to be a problem because, you won't be able to move. And a lot of times you want to, aim and punch or something like that. It does have heavy weapons team on the strike team, which is standard, which means you must put a heavy weapon. That one becomes the leader. Now, they have a really great keyword here called impervious, which we don't see on that many units, but that just means if you're being attacked with pierce, you get to add that many extra red dice, or, defense dice. In this case, they're a red defense dice. So impervious is amazing on like a non-hero unit. It's really cool. It's also going to mean that it's going to be hard to counter snipe these guys. These guys are going to be like, they really look like they're going to be winning the sniper wars, in that somebody else, oh, you have pierce 1? Okay, well, I get to roll, oh, you rolled 2 hits? I get to roll 3 dice. And by the way, they're red, which is awesome. In a game where surge tokens are a thing too, you're probably going to have search for defense. So you have a really good chance of surviving even a piercing shot with impervious and red dice, which is nice. They do have scale, the same keyword that Grievous has that lets him get over terrain really easy. That's going to be useful for any sniper that's trying to climb up and then shoot. That's going to be an option. Additionally, it's going to be really good for any of your close range guys, your melee guys that want to really close the distance and get in fast. That's going to be a pretty cool option for them. They have Scout 3, which is awesome. Scout 3 is, that's the best scout we've just seen innately on anybody. So you won't have to worry about recon intel or anything like that on them. And they've got Sharpshooter 1 because, of course, they do. And everybody hates Sharpshooter 1, but it's like, oh, I've got heavy cover. No, you've only got light cover. So that's rough. It looks like they roll a black die for melee and a black die for range. 1 to 3 is their default range, with 1 health, 2 courage, which is pretty standard for commandos that we've seen in the past. Surge to hit, but no defensive surge. So good for the droids having surge to hit. So that's going to make them good just as a midfield battle. Like even as just a naked commando unit, it's still not a bad unit. You're getting surge to hit. You're getting black dice. The rebels, you're better than the rebels, better than the Empire in that case, because you got better dice than the Empire have, but you got better surge than the rebels have. So already black dice with surge to hit is already nice. And you got red defense dice. So they're a pretty solid unit. Added to the fact that they can specialize in so many other ways, that's really, really cool. Now, if we look at the sniper here has a new keyword called lethal, which is going to let you spend an aim to gain pierce. So you don't automatically have pierce, but it's going to let you spend the aim to get pierce. So if you can aim and shoot, that's the way to do it. Now, you might not even need that, considering the fact that they've got 2 red dice, and that's pretty nasty. And if you're going against anybody who's immune to pierce, then you're not even going to care. You're just going to be glad you're going to probably be able to, just get 2 hits with 2 red dice. You have a pretty good chance. And surge to hit, you're probably rolling 2 hits every single time, which is insane. That also means with Pierce 1, like if you can't afford to aim and shoot, you're probably going to take out 2 units. Which is just nuts. So I really like that. And of course, it makes you immune to deflect as well, so which is really good if you're hunting lightsaber wielders. We got another, a whole different way to run these guys. I don't imagine you'd want to run Vibro swords if you're, for a sniper strike team. But yeah, you got the Vibro swords. Now, I absolutely love this upgrade because it's giving a special force, it's giving a commandos team a role that a commandos teams have never seen before in this game, and that's as melee champions at that. A red and a white. They gain that weapon. That means everybody everyone gains that weapon. And you also gain charge. Now, there's no keywords on the weapon itself, so it's not like you can have impact 1 that's going to stack. But everybody in the unit can do it. Because notice it's not Vibro Sword. It's Vibro S-Words. S plural. So S-Words, it's the old celebrity Jeopardy thing from SNL. But the point here is everybody, if you're a fully loaded unit, if you got your heavy weapon in there. Now, let's just say you ran without the heavy weapons. That's 8 dice, 4 red and 4 white with surge to hit. And by the way, your speed 2 on these guys, right? You can see the second bubble filled in, and over here on the commando, the non-strike team, you can see the third bubble is not filled in. So they're speed 2. So speed 2 with charge is pretty nice. It's really nice, in fact. Luke Skywalker uses that, right? So, or Operative Vader, well, he uses it with Relentless, but basically, that's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, speed 2 with charge, really, really cool. I love it. And it can potentially be 10 dice if you've got a heavy weapon in there. May not need the heavy weapon. You might run these guys cheaper. You might run them real cheap with, it's only a 6-point upgrade, too. It's so cheap. Like 68 plus 6, that's going to make it, 74, and that's pretty reasonable for a really strong unit that has that surge built in already. I love it. Alternatively, if you wanted to change your armament upgrade, now you won't be able to run deflector shields and the swords, the Vibro swords. You can't do both. But if you want to drop down your sword and turn your swords into plowshares, and then pick up the shield to defend your brothers. Well, they're not brothers. They're defend your fellow droids. Then, of course, you have the shields, and they're going to give you shielded 2, which you can spend to set a die to. Basically cancels 2 out, but the mechanics are slightly different. But shielded is just awesome because, shielded will protect you against crits, which is nice. Is like, provided running 12 crits or something, shielded 2 isn't going to do much against that. But somebody attacks you and just rolls 2 crits. All right, well, you can block those with shields, which is awesome. But you don't get generator. And in the past, we've seen generator keyword attached to shields, which generator X allows you to flip over X shields at the end of the turn. And this one doesn't. It has recharge too, so you're only going to get those shields back when you recover, which may mean you're more likely to attach this card to a droid unit that has other exhaustible keywords. So for one of the thoughts that come to mind with me is maybe something like offensive push, because that's for your training. That's an exhaustible to get you a free aim, basically, and it's a pretty good card. But a lot of times you don't really want to exhaust all of those things. So that's an idea. Maybe HQ uplink also. Might be another really good idea. This way you can move, and move, attack, move, get your free aim, attack, do all that stuff, and then recover. You'll move a little bit slower, but if you've got the shields, maybe that's just part of that whole Trojan Spartan kind of, just marching forward, which is kind of fun. I think that could be pretty cool. But that's the BX-Series droids. That's kind of all we have right now. I think the biggest questions we have right now is how the Saboteur is going to work. We've kind of seen most of what comes in here, to be honest with you. We've got the Saboteur. We can see it's less than 30 points. And in the whole spread, I think we've got the droid poppers in the background, and then there's a situational awareness card in there that we haven't seen yet. And I think that's about it. Other than that, I think we've got answers to just about everything. So yeah, they look great. They look really cool. Can't wait to play with them. Can't wait to see them on the table. Get the rest of the previews as the final previews get closer. And I think there's so many ways. So I really like this unit. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section. If you guys aren't already aware, there's links for all my social media in the description below, as well as Patreon if you want to help support this channel. If you like the channel, if you like what it does, and you want to help out, it's not cheap to run the channel. It's not cheap to make plans to go to conventions and try to bring you news from those as well. And so that's one of the things that I'm trying to do, and patrons are definitely helping me out. So big thanks to patrons on Patreon. You guys are amazing, and I will see you guys soon. I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.